might stumble upon, but I'm not sure. So let's start off with the lobby before we get into the run. This is the roleplay section where, well, you roleplay in. There's no initial combat or, what you see in like the regular game when you get into the elevator in the actual lobby. It's more of a place where you can just chill and hang out and, well, roleplay with tunes and twisted stuff. Speaking of which, in the roleplay, you can play as whatever tune you want, and you can play as any twisted you want as long as you have any amount of research on them. So, anyways, let's get into the run. Oh, not quite. There's still a bit more. This right here is Dandy. He will try to sell you stuff in the game, like throughout your run and over here. In here, you can buy tunes and see what their stats are and stuff. In the trinkets, you can buy trinkets that will help you along your run. Skin tickets, which you can get skins. And game passes, which, well, give you game passes, Anyways, next. Okay, so let's start off. With health is how many hits you can take before dying, as you can see here. Skill check determines how large your skill check size is, and which you get to see when you're doing a machine. Movement speed is how fast you are. Stamina is how big your stamina amount is. When you're sprinting, you do have limited stamina in this game, so beware of that. It ranges from 100 to 200. Stealth determines how stealthy you are, and how far away Twisted can see you, and also determines what targets Twisted prioritize. I might stutter a bit, just letting you know. It is 11 p.m. Extraction speed determines how fast your tune can complete machines. As you can see here, you can get like a better description of what the game is about in like the information thing here. So just letting you know that. Anyways, next. This right here is the board that will change daily. Depending on your time zone, it doesn't determine stuff. What the fuck? What am I saying? Actually, whatever Twisted's on the board, is more common today. So right now it is Twisted Astro. He is a main character. Main characters can only spawn on floor 5 and up. These three over here, this, and over there is that, are the elevators. When you want to start a run, you get into literally any of them. You have to wait 14 seconds, and it has a limit of 8 players. Oh, hello, Poppy. How are you doing this fine evening? You might not see this video whenever I upload it, but who cares? No one's gonna see this. Alright. You load in. All this is going on. You have the tunes you have over here. You can search your tunes here, and your trinkets are over here. You can search up your trinkets over here and, swap them out. And now you gotta wait for, now you gotta wait stuff. I don't know who this person is. Trust me, they are just some person that I have stumbled upon today at this very moment. Over there, that is a Twisted. And the other person left. Damn. Twisteds are the main threat in this game. Or if not the only threat in this game. Over there, that is Twisted Tisha. How to escape a chase, there are multiple ways. 1, you can try to outrun them. 2, you can hide behind an object until they give up, and you see that little XI thing on like above your trinkets. Or 3, you can just get them latched on to another player that is in your run. You know. Although that kind of counts as griefing, which is against the rules of Dandy's World. So, and it just makes you seem like a jerk. Unless they actually want to help. So here. I have 2-star movement speed, and Twisted Tisha is chasing me. What do? I go over here, hide behind this object, or, well, loop around it as much as I can until Twisted Tisha gives up. Now, you notice how it took a bit of a while for Twisted Tisha to get off of me? That's because of this thing called attention span. Different Twisteds have different attention spans. Longest being 15 for Twisted Ginger. Shortest being, like, I want to say 1 second for Twisted Toodles. So, Twisted Shrimper over here, I think he has 5. Not really. He does have a long attention span. Just letting you know. Slightly longer than usual. Oh, shit! Alright. Move around here. Wait until he gets off. Just like that. Now, mind you, you do have limited stamina. And when you run out of stamina, you get kicked into walking. Until, well, you get enough stamina to run again. So, yar. Whee! Alright, next up, machines. When a Twisted spots you when doing a machine, it kicks you off. Unless you do the machine while they're chasing you. Which can get quite annoying. And as you saw there, that was a skill check. You want to aim for, like, that little yellow bar in the middle. But if you can't, that's completely fine. If you miss, then it'll alert any nearby Twisteds near you, unless they are in chase. So, let me get Twisted Shrimpo off me again. Loop around like so. Whee! Sometimes they will get a bit stubborn and not get off you whatsoever. Which is really annoying, to say the least. So, different tunes have different skill check sizes and extraction speeds, which is why you pay attention to the stats. Stats are really important. Unless you're changing your trinkets. When it kicks you off and the light turns green, you finish the machine. And you probably want to go do the next. So, alright, so next up is panic mode. I am currently on the last machine that I need to do, and once I finish this last machine, I have a few seconds to rush over to the elevator. Now, when you don't get to the elevator in time, it is a guaranteed death. So, oh shit. That's one example of when you fail a skill check. Anyway, you have 25 seconds usual when you get into panic mode. And in panic mode, all the Twisteds will get faster. The fastest one, fucking, gosh, not braining, is Twisted Pebble, which is 30. Anyway, you're gonna want to avoid dandy setups like this, because all of this you can find on the ground. You don't need to waste your precious little tapes. This is pretty useless. So, that was Dandy's shop. He will appear every few intermissions. Anyway, next floor, new map, new Twisteds, maybe. Sometimes the Twisted setup can be exactly the same. So, yar. Now, these little capsule things that you can find on the floor, that is a form of currency. Tapes are like in round currency. Oh! And that is a form of a heal. What a heal does is pretty self-explanatory. When you get hit, you can use a heal in your inventory to get a health point back, which is pretty useful. Other toons, like Ginger over here, can give other people heals. However, with Ginger and Cosmo, they use one of their health points to give another toon that specific health point, which takes them a step closer to death. So you're gonna want to be careful with toons like that. Yar. Now, let's say you're cornered over here, and you have nowhere to loop around to get the Twisteds off you. Well, guess what? There's this thing called juking, which, here's a form. Whee! It's a very small one, to be honest. Here, let me get Rudy off me. There we go. I'll show you a form of juking when I can. So, yar. Over here. This is a good spot. Whee! Like that. That is a very good form of juking. Now, Rudy, would you be so kind as to maybe get off of me? Because that would be pretty lovely. Almost ran out of stamina there. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, fuck you, Rudy. What a bitch. Alright, now up here, this is a card vote, which is pretty self-explanatory. You read over here and choose the card that you want. It'll help you with your run. However, it doesn't stick with you for all of your runs. You know. I usually try to do the more useful ones. So, anyways, new floor, let's see. Oh, right. Important thing. When you're in a public server and you hear, or not hear, see, or read, or whatever the fuck you want me to call it, leave heals or tapes for Sprout, Cosmo, or Ginger, or Tegan, that means leave the tapes or heals alone, unless you desperately need them. However, Sprout, oh, shit. I'll talk about that later. When there's a Sprout on your team, he's pretty easy to recognize. He's a very tall berry boy. That means just leave the tapes alone. In this case, I'm in a solo run, which I don't need to worry about any Sprouts. And I mean, I can pick up all the tapes that I want. So, anyways, on to whatever the hell that is. You know, that little really weird ass guy with the tears streaming down his face right there. Um, he is a very special Twisted. When you encounter him for the first time in a run, he will try to grab you. You don't want him to grab you because when he does, he deals damage. He is very terrifying. I do not like him. I do. He can pull you from very, and I mean very far distances. Oh, you want me to show you what it's like when you get pulled? I don't care. I have a bandage with me right now. Sorry if I'm a bit laggy. Oh, what? Oh, I may have disconnected. Damn. Um. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm in the roleplay right now. Just to demonstrate stuff. So, here, let me pull up the Twisteds. Search up. Ooh. Every single Twisted. I'm actually what? Oh, I'm not in the roleplay. Damn. Underestimating this Twisted's capabilities will be fatal. This Twisted is quite dangerous due to his ability to outstretch his arms and snatch up tunes. If you spot this Twisted, get out of sight as soon as possible. Yeah, doing so would be very much common sense. So sorry about that little kerfungle right there. I didn't realize that I wasn't in the roleplay. Now I am. So, here, let me pull up Goob. Select him. This is what he looks like. Not very different to his form, which, here, let me go to his normal form here. Slightly taller and less spikier, and doesn't have Ichor on his feet. So, yeah. This is the Twisted Goob walk. Kind of hard to tell when you're in like a blackout or something. I'll get onto blackouts later. And this is the Goob walk. He flails his, legs back and forth, like he's skipping in something. So, alright. This is the normal Goob, grab, and this is the Twisted Goob grab. So, the Twisted Goob run, he runs like a fucking maniac, kind of claw out for your body and stuff. Well, not as much as Cosmo. And normal Goob in this current update is basically just the walk thing, but more sped up. So. Oh, and speaking of Twisteds, there's a lot of Twisteds in this game, and a lot more upcoming, since this is a really, really big game. Let me show you about the main Twisteds, which you probably should worry about. This is Twisted Astro, one of the more easier Twisteds to avoid unless you're in, well, a solo run and you're playing as a low stamina toon. This is his walk. He will, as a sign of him being here, you will hear footsteps, which is with every single toon. Not toon, Twisteds, main Twisted specifically. And he will change the ambient noises to actual space sounds, which is really cool. When he spots you, he will give you a tired effect, which makes you harder to regenerate your stamina until that tired effect wears off. When you fail a skill check and he hears, and he's not in pursuit, he will run over to it and decrease some of the progress on it. Some people make jokes about it, saying that he drank the ichor, which honestly is kind of funny. So, yeah, this is his run. He, does whatever this is. His hat wiggles back and forth a little bit, and his attack is this. Next up is Twisted Sprout. He is honestly tall, very, very tall, yet very slow. Pretty much the only thing he does is, I think, has a pretty big hitbox and summon tendrils, which kind of act like awaken Twisted Razzle and Dazzles. When you go in them, they attack you and stuff. And you need to wait for them to despawn, just like that. Anyways, next. Jelly. Don't mind the tea closing. She has kind of like the pose of a dinosaur. She is a dinosaur. Her ribs are exposed, and she is very much insane. I mean, look at that smile and tell me that's every single face that you see when you go outside. If you do go outside. Anyway, she is pretty fast, and you will have a confused effect on the floor that she's on throughout the entire floor, which slows down your extraction progress speed. When she spots you, she lunges out forward like this, which extends her hitbox a bit. And when she does catch up to you and you get in her hitbox, she bop. Oh, and I forgot to mention some things on Sprout. First off, this is his run. This is why I said his hitbox is a bit extended, like very much extended. His attack is that. Bow. So. Oh, and he has the same clawed hand as Twisted Cosmo, which I'll show you here. Honestly, I kind of find it heartwarming because they are best friends, and I honestly ship them together. Okay, next up we have Twisted V, which is concerning. Very, very concerning. So, every 45 seconds, starting from the door opening, you'll have 3 of her ads popping up on your screen. You can either close them yourself manually or wait for them to despawn, which takes a long while. When she spots you, this is her run. She will give a slowness defect for a few seconds, and her attention span is pretty long, to say the least. This is her attack. Bow. Looks like she's splashing in like water or something. Bow. Bow. I honestly do not like her twisted design. They could have done a lot more and stuff, like make her walk around much creepier face, more distorted body and stuff, yelling, look at me, repeatedly. Probably screaming when she's chasing you, which would definitely shake your core a bit. So, yar. Next up is Twisted Bobette. The latest main Twisted right now. She's a event Twisted at the moment for the Christmas event. She is slightly slower than Pebble, which is still extremely fast, to say the least. This is her walk. This is her run. She can hear any picked up item unless she's in pursuit. And the latest Twisteds have, attack faces. Like this. This is terrifying. I do not like this. Anyway, that's her attack. And that's her normal face. She looks kind of dumb on her normal face. I like it. I like it a lot. She looks so goofy. I love her. Anyway, I honestly really like her design, to be honest. Terrifying to encounter. I still need her research. I'm suffering. Oh, and, a better notice, she is, I'm pretty sure, guaranteed on floor 20 in the event on the Christmas map. Um, oh, and she's also faster in blackouts, just like, a bit faster, which is similar to Cole. Cole turns from, like, pretty slow but has a high attention span to, oh my fucking get this shit off me right now, kind of fast. So, yar. Anyway, next, this is Twisted Pebble, which is a bit ironic with normal Pebble because normal Pebble is like double the size of Twisted Pebble's foot, about the size of this rock on his tail, maybe a bit smaller. I don't know. He is the fastest Twisted. Has 6 second attention span. There we go. It has 30 speed in panic mode, which I do not like. I don't want to encounter this dog anymore. Thank you very much. This is his run. He is very, very angry. He will make growling sounds every now and then. Constant growling noises when he spots you and is in pursuit. This is his attack. And, an extra one, not an extra one, a few extra ones, which y'all should worry about. Twisted Dandy, or how my friends like to call him, Twisted Big Back. He is the only lethal in the game, and can be summoned by, not buying from Dandy's shop in a run. So he is very slow, yet when not in pursuit, he can hear any completed machine from any distance. Oh yeah, I did forget something about Twisted V. Twisted V can hear failed skill checks from any part of the map unless in pursuit. So, anyways, back to Twisted Dandy. He is the only Twisted in the game that can one-shot, which is still concerning. And his hitbox is absolutely fucking massive. This is his walk. This is his run. And you can tell he's on the floor because he has stomping himself. And he constantly has music blocks playing in the background. Music playing in the background. There we go. The name of that is Clair de Lune. So, this is his run again, in case I forgot to show y'all. I'm sorry, it's 11 p.m., almost 12 a.m. This is his attack, or, well, kill at this point. So, anyways, a few more concerning Twisteds. Twisted Ginger. She may be a common, however, her attention span is 15 seconds. 15 fucking seconds. How the fuck are you supposed to get away from that, exactly? Next up, the Craft siblings. First one is Goob. I explained him to y'all, like the first part of the roleplay. He will grab you every, 20 seconds, or 15, I don't know. Anyways, this is Twisted Scraps, the other Craft sibling. She is a lot more insane, as you can see. She's very feral, and, she will snipe you Bang! It happens every 20 seconds when in pursuit. So, to avoid both sniping attacks, literally just hide behind any object whenever the animation is playing. It's okay if you get hit. You aren't bound to live in a run forever. Next is Twisted Cole. I do not like her design whatsoever. Like her twisted design. She may be slow in normal rooms. However, when she's in a blackout, you better start praying. She's probably nearly as fast as Twisted Pebble or Bobette. So, yeah, you better start praying. Next is Twisted Gigi. She's another sniping toon. However, instead of dealing damage, she will steal the first item in your inventory slot. If you don't have any items in your inventory, she'll just chase you. That's it. So, her hitbox is also pretty large. So, oh, and interesting thing, her eyes are stars, meaning that she wants that fucking mecha in the first slot of your inventory. Yeah, and this is her run, and this is her actual attack. She angry. Anyway. Oh, I also forgot to show the attacks of the concerning Twisteds. This is Twisted Ginger's attack, attack base, anyway. Down here, Twisted Goob. This is his actual attack. He doesn't have any attack base. Twisted Scraps' attack, he falls onto you like that. Now Twisted Cole, attack, and did I forget Bobette's? I think I forgot Bobette's attack, which is literally just bah bah. Oh, her stun thing is when she's stunned after hitting you, she gets stunned for like a while. So next up here, Toodles is pretty concerning. She is the third fastest Twisted in the game. This is her run. Very, very fast. Her attack. Anyway, that's Twisted. Ooh, Twisted Glisten, one of my personal favorites. Mind the T-posing. When he is in the floor, you will tell that he's on the floor because text will appear on the bottom of your screen, signaling that Glisten is on the floor. When he's on the floor, you'd want to stay near him, because when he does, he will go insane. When you stay near him, that prevents him from going insane into a full Twisted. During his normal state, which is this state, he does not attack, he wanders around slowly. It's best to get a babysitter for Glisten, and yeah, there's a bar above his head. Don't let that fill up, or he will enrage and go insane. When he's in this state, he can actually attack now, and he's extremely fast. When I mean extremely, I mean rev mind until you make it purr. Keep it icon first. Beep beep bitch, I'm outside. Getting loser for the joyride. Anyway. Yeah. You do not want this guy on a solo run. Anyways, that's all for now. I might make a part 2 or tutorial on distracting. So, yar. Have a good day, night, whatever. I might upload this, I might not, I don't know. I'm just trying to keep y'all happy. Anyways, whoever sees this, have an amazing day or night. Take care of yourself.